Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Philadelphia, there was a young man named Richard. Richard was ambitious and hardworking, and he had a passion for writing. In the early 1700s, he worked as an apprentice for his brother's newspaper, but he dreamed of something more. Richard was incredibly talented, and his witty writing quickly gained popularity, but his brother, perhaps out of jealousy or fear of competition, was not supportive of Richard's aspirations. This tension grew until one day, Richard decided to leave his brother's employment and strike out on his own. With little money and no support, Richard found his way to New York and then to Philadelphia, where he struggled to make ends meet. He worked odd jobs, slept in storerooms, and barely managed to survive. But his determination never wavered. Now this is where the story takes a fascinating turn. Despite his hardships, Richard's talent for writing and his innovative ideas couldn't be stifled. He started his own printing business, and it wasn't long before he began to publish his own work. One of his most significant contributions was a yearly almanac, but this wasn't just any almanac. It was filled with witty aphorisms, weather forecasts, and astute observations. It became incredibly popular, selling thousands of copies each year. Richard's almanac was not just famous in America, but also across the ocean in Europe. His wise sayings were quoted by everyone from the common man to influential leaders. And now, the rest of the story. That young, struggling writer and entrepreneur, Richard, is none other than Benjamin Franklin. The Almanack? It was the famous Poor Richard's Almanack. Benjamin Franklin went on to become a leading author, printer, political theorist, politician, postmaster, scientist, inventor, humorist, civic activist, statesman, and diplomat. A founding father of the United States, he helped draft the Declaration of Independence and was one of its signers. So the next time you hear a quote like, "Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise," remember the story of Benjamin Franklin, the young man who turned hardship into opportunity and became one of history's most enduring voices.